Hello? Hello? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hey,
We return. But at what
he's
cost?
here. Hey, my cat got up. Woo, I can get my notes now.
Re.
It's okay,
Oh,
the
God.
nights. It was he blocked out the sun and it cost us Jake's internet connection.
No, that was my computer, not the internet. We would have lost Anthony too to the internet. No,
Yeah,
my
that's what.
I don't know why. It rarely ever happens. I've been told it's because Windows not up to date, but I updated Windows last night.
That might be the problem.
Ah.
Never.
No.
Just
That
let
might-
us gaslight chat. Jeez.
No, when it wants to update, because when it's out of updating, it will lock up randomly, usually after it's running for a bit. Because my
that's
computer is a
interesting.
hand-me-down from Grant, which I love. It's infinitely better than the last computer I had.
Yeah, but still.
Age.
Yeah. Either way,
In this
that's
meanwhile.
the oven.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Amazing.
wait.
We'll still need another moment or two, everybody, while we get everything reopened. I'm so sorry about that.
While he's doing that, because the separate parts are probably gonna be uploaded on YouTube probably as is. For those who probably just were like, "Oh man, the new episode of Final Fantasy Surging Shadow is on. I'm gonna click it and watch." And you wonder why we're just going straight into things. It's because
The recap's going to
Jake
be
died.
uploaded as its own part.
Yeah, so if you really want to watch that and you're on the playlist, it's just up there. It's like 38 minutes, but you can watch it and enjoy it. It's fun recap.
You can
Then
just
come
skip
back
to
here.
you can just skip to the part where Lynn does the recap. You know, the real meat and potatoes of it all, and then be here.
No? Yeah.
She spent a
right.
lot of time on it.
Yeah.
They're all so beautiful. Best recaps.
Yeah. So if anyone comes here and is like, "Where's the recap and where's the pictures?" So the last video on the playlist before this one, just
She's
press that
going to
little
be
back
real
button.
sad if the video only had 4 views later.
Oh.
You guys don't want to make Lynn sad, do you? Absolutely nobody would want to do that. Oh, good.
We'll probably
Tabletop, are
call it,
you
like-
going to crash now?
We'll call it like session 40 preamble,
Yeah, or
like
recap.
pre-session prep, and then just session 40. Will just be session 40. But yeah.
Yeah, Carbozy. Lynn is my inspiration for recapping games.
You wish you can do it like she does.
Everybody wishes they could do it like she does. Lynn is gold.
So good.
It'll have a thumbnail that's just Linbot and Purple crying.
Just please watch this. This in particular. Do not come in yet, the room is loading.
I know.
Yeah, no
I'm
worries.
waiting.
Hooray, so many objects, all deciding if they want to kill themselves or not. This is the cherry on the weekend. I was like, man, I'm fucking dying all weekend. At least I'll be excited for Final Fantasy, and then God decides to strike down my fucking computer. The universe is conspiring against me, and I hate everything about it. But I love you guys. You're all beautiful.
Meh.
And you, Din. You're insane.
That is not a surprise. It's no secret. Everyone knows this.
But you're wonderful. Never change.
I know it's
Just be-
blasphemy, but we may have to consider how to preserve room health with over 300 art objects.
Ironically, this room runs more stable than the League room most of the time. Like, it takes...
Din's insane.
it's
She'll
got a-
crash
it's
the
got-
room eventually.
It's got an
Yeah.
upload. It's got like a startup time, but after that, it's very smooth. After the other one seems to shit the bed way more often.
Interesting.
I think it just might be like the time of week and like when they're doing reboot and all that, but even then, like, the cards have glitched out more in there. It's like, it's weird. It's like the longer a room exists, the more stable it gets. At least with these so far. Alright, room's up. Everybody can start popping back in.
We.
And then we can begin the
Huzzah.
violence. That'll recreate the square. Okay, so let's get you guys off the starting soon screen onto the stream screen. Welcome everybody back to Violence 2.0.
Yes. That beat
And
song again, and we're ready. Yes.
there it is. As what was about to happen?
He was about to. It looked like so,
No,
they were
no.
about to start a
Goku.
fight.
No, yeah, the combat had started. He had walked forward, he did his first move. Everybody failed to save except for Boko. Things are actually still slightly disorganized here. Trin and Nihilus are not here right now. Please go away. It is not Yojimbo, it is question marks. There we go. Everything has been reorganized. The murder sheet's back open. As, on the murder sheet, God tells me you are all about to take 3d6.
Well then.
So, as the ground shudders and cracks and breaks all around you guys, jagged earth ends up stabbing into... Oh yeah, my icon's missing. That's what you... that's not a big deal. Let's focus on the here and now. I'm sure it'll come back eventually. And if it doesn't, well, here we are. As, everything within this square is considered rough terrain now. Any movement you guys make will be doubled in here. So 1 space is 2 space, that kind of stuff. And on the other end, that'll be his opener. Or rather, its opener. As next, due to the delightfully low scores everybody rolled for initiative, it is Boko's turn. As Boko has been engaged. And
Yes.
as we take Boko off the board, it is time for a new Boko. As Boko becomes shrouded in darkness, wings posturing out with crimson-tipped figure feathers. Blech. Sorry, I'm frazzled.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The plus by Boko
I'm so
has been
happy.
engaged.
I have been holding on to this whole week. Ugh.
Oh my.
As everybody say hello to Boko's dark side.
Seriously?
Yo, Mimi's gonna have a stroke.
You bird.
As you guys are able to see Boko start flapping her wings as she takes up into the air and flies over him to the side.
Oh, she. What?
As
You guys know she had
4
website?
members of this group can do that, let that sink in.
does that hit? Let me double check his AC. Boko barely hits. As Boko will deal 11 damage. As you have all seen Darkness Boko take up into the sky, fly behind the suit of armor, and start scratching at its back. As Kijo, your eyes widen in surprise momentarily as you take in the sight before you. As this chocobo is surprisingly capable. But you have a target in front of you. What would you like to do? I assume murder him. But you know,
Wait.
how?
Do we use flanking?
Yes.
Amazing.
As you go to make your first strike, you'll have a +1 onto this. As 13 plus 8 plus 9, you will strike him. As you do, he will activate his reaction.
Oh! Oh no!
As you strike him, roll your damage. As your blade comes down onto this armored figure, it shatters in front of you. As it takes you a moment to register what's going on, but when you went to strike him, he duplicated himself. As you follow up and go to attack that one. Ah! It was almost a crit.
no.
Oh, so close. As 4 plus 8, with a 12, you will sadly not hit it. As it just seems to be able to faintly sidestep you at the last moment. Your blade skimming its own. As those are your 2 strikes, is there anything else you'd like to do? As you go to step out of its range, it does not stop you.
Did you consider the pluses? Just want to make sure.
She rolled a 4 and then it was plus 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, making sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 12 in total. As you fall back, you stand between this figure and Juliet. Let me just Lapis +1 brought to you by +3 brought to you by Squeaky. +4. +5.
Or
No, that's a reroll.
Oh, sorry. +4 and a reroll. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. I would have messed that up by mistake.
We're very professional here. Also love you too.
Mwah.
Hey, listen, if you guys buff each other, that's none of my business. I only take a problem if you buff yourselves. And a reroll to Mimi.
Turn end there.
As you take up that defensive stance. Mimi, it's your turn.
bless level 3.
Does
I'm a
Bless
Bless.
do more with levels, actually? I think it's more targets?
More targets.
Yeah, you might not want to level 3 it.
Okay, just bless then. Regular bless.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's 3 creatures on a level 1. If you wanted to level 2 it, you could get everybody but you, or everybody but 1.
Okay,
If you
yeah,
level
level
3 it,
2
you would
please.
get everybody, but that depends on if you
Everyone
want to do that.
gets. You get a bless. You get a bless. You get. For bonus, she's gonna pull out her little crossbow,
Alright.
and she's gonna aim to this guy here. And
As-
she's gonna try and aim into an eyeball, because that's like an opening, or like the opening of the helmet.
As you are shooting at point blank, you will get disadvantage, but you have a reroll, so they negate.
Yay.
So if you would like to shoot with the crossbow, roll a d20.
9. Oh, I'm getting shit rolls too. Out of 5.
With a 3 plus your proficiency, so +6, that's 11 and
2.
13 in total. Sorry, you have the +2.
Yeah.
With a total of 13, you unfortunately miss as your arms are shaking. You weren't expecting that this knight just rolled up on you, made the whole ground shake. Then when Kijo goes a strike, there's 2 more of them. As you take a shot at this one, your shot just going straight by his head.
Can I back up?
You used the level 3 spell slot, right?
It was a level 2 at the end.
Okay, you were
Oh,
blessing
yeah.
everyone but yourself? Or
Yes.
okay, yeah, so you don't have the +4. Right, and from there?
Just go here.
As that'll be 10, 20. It does not stop you from leaving. As with that, it will go to the other 2 NPCs. As Soccer will go first. Closing the distance, activating Darkside, she'll take a swing. And it's really unfortunate she not 20'd. As you see her blade make contact with this, it immediately shatters. But at least it's not there. As Juliet, brave soul that she is, will take a step between you and this knight.
Oh.
And with a 15-foot cone, lay out that burst as both of these need to make a save. And both will fail. Oh, 3d6. She'll deal 10 damage.
Hey.
As this one will take 21, and this one will shatter. Get that back to you, Squeaky. As with that, we will return back to the top of the order. as this figure will take one step over toward Juliet. As you guys see the blade envelop in a red light. As it drastically increases in length. And he is going to use a bonus action to attack everybody within 10 feet of him. And he not once.
Yay.
Man, I wish I had fucking evil tokens. As he starts swinging, he winds up his blade. All of you briefly hit the deck. As his blade strikes out, being able to reach Sakura, Juliet, Mimi, Kijo. Kijo, as you hop over it, as he just does this solid vertical sweep.
Horizontal.
Horizontal, I'm sorry. My brain is still mushed. As that'll be his turn. Kijo, it is your turn. As this figure...
Boko.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you're right, Boko is here. Boko will fly. And go to swipe at him from behind. As unfortunately, Boko's swipes are not able to reach him, as she's a little cautious about reaching the ground and that extended blade. So with that, she will still stay in range though. As now Kijo. This knight has unleashed unrepentant violence upon all of you so far. You have an advantageous position right now, though, two squishies also seem to be currently threatened. As you land on his blade being held out still, winding up for another strike, you go to attack, and that'll hit. Roll your damage. Technically you would have had double advantage on that, but we'll take. Well, I'll keep the reroll Squeaky gave you. You'll lose the +4. And then are you going to use your blade special ability on him? Yeah. So on his turn, he'll have to make a con saving throw. In reaction, you see him start to glow with a dark aura reminiscent of Nihilus, Sakura over here, and Boko. Would you like to make another attack?
Oh
Please.
god, if he goes dark side too, Mimi is just gonna walk away.
I know my friends are in mortal danger, but fuck.
It's like, god damn it, everyone's a Dark Knight now.
As with a 17, that'll hit. Actually, roll one more time for that, by the way. Okay, no crit. We forgot it last time, but we're taking it this time. As 5 plus 5, another 10 damage onto him. I was about to be like, wait, and then I was like, no, your sword isn't a +1. As you guys have collectively laid 38 damage out on him. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Kijo? As you flip over to be on the other side with all of your companions. Give me a quick roll. Give me a quick acrobatics, just... with you, I'm sure it'll turn out fine, just don't roll one. Yeah, okay, you land on top of Boko as Boko is a bit surprised for a moment, but immediately compensates for the added weight onto her. As you will be off the ground for any certain actions that may occur. And from there, that'll be your turn. As Mimi.
Guiding bolt.
Alright, roll to attack. Do you want to use any of your coins?
Yes, I want to use.
And what level is the guiding bolt gonna be?
I have one more level 2.
2 more. Yeah, when you got third, you have 3 slots for it.
Yeah, but I use Lesser Restoration to cure Trin from her catnip.
Oh, right, no, I'm so sorry. Right, that was the same day. My bad.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I got you.
You could have taken
Yeah,
advantage of my
so-
ignorance.
No. So we do this right.
Using it at higher level will give you an extra d6 of damage.
Sure, go for it. Level 2. I'm out of level 2 slots now.
Alright, as you level
And
2
then-
it, you're gonna use 1 coin, 2
just-
coins.
Yeah. We.
Ah, 19.
What is wrong with my stuff?
That's beautiful. You hit wonderfully.
Okay, all good. Okay.
As you are going to roll 5d6.
Five on 2. 3. 4. 5.
As you hit for 17 damage. As with its dark aura out, the shining light comes from you and slams into it. As just a moment. That seemed incredibly effective. As you did double damage.
Yeah. They're gonna pray for the bonus action.
As you pray. That'll be your turn.
Yeah.
Observing the situation. Let's see. Sakura, how noble are you feeling? Okay. As you see Sakura step here, this thing looking over toward you, Mimi, with malicious intent.
Flips him off. Come here.
Sakura places a hand on Juliet in front of you just for the briefest moment. Juliet's over here now. And Sakura steps between. As you just see Sakura walk over, grab Juliet by the tail basically, and throw her far away from the fight. As she'll step between, she will try to bonus action attack. And okay. Calm down. As you see her strike into him, blade radiating with darkness, you notice the blade chip, but the darkness get pulled away as he seems very slightly revitalized by that. As then Juliet will get
Guys, you three are literally the opposite what we read right now.
Juliet with the situation will point out and take a shot. She will whiff, as you guys see a ball of fire come from Juliet whizzing straight past him. As it goes to his turn. I need to make the con save, and do you want to roll the d4 of damage? As the effect will end, he regains 3 health. After which you see the darkness fade from him. As with target confirmed, that extended blade, he is going to reel back and attack you, Mimi.
Oh. I got this.
Mimi, I'm sorry.
Wee.
This is gonna hurt.
That's 46.
Bye.
Hold on. We're not done yet. That's the blade.
Oh, no.
Oh,
And then the
great.
dark side.
Awesome.
He gets 2d6 with dark side. Fuck this guy.
As the blade comes down on you for 19 damage.
Wee.
And
Huh.
Fine. As he's going to reel back his blade and go to strike you again.
Oh, I should have bought a shield.
As with a 10, that will regular hit you. You also have a reroll and a +2 brought to you by Squeaky.
Thank you. Mashed potato tonight.
Let me think. Is there
Hey,
anything
I'll
that
be
can
creating
save?
my new character real quick.
You know, there is
no.
one thing. Sakura can do something. Oh, you want to throw that in?
Yeah, why not?
Lovely, lovely.
I forget what this even does.
Is there anybody in particular you would like to cry out for?
Whoever can hear. She doesn't much. She's just gonna cry out for help.
As you let out a cry for help, Sakura interposes herself between you and the strike, but you don't hear a clang, you don't hear a connection. As Kijo, in this moment, the creature in front of you, clad in armor, is completely covered in chains. As the whole earth rumbles for a moment, As Mimi, you hear, along with Kijo and everybody else, obviously, this horrible guttural cry. You're not sure if it's a monster or a person, but it stops this attack.
What? Amy would just look very confused.
As that will stop his turn. As for this, he is considered restrained right now. As Kijo, it's your turn. No, you are not the one causing this. Mimi let out a cry for a moment. Sakura prepared herself to try and eat the hit for her. Then you just heard that cry and very familiar chains reaching out from the ground to bind this creature. Yep, I'll get that in right now. Again, we can't make it states that it deletes the previous states when I do states, as explained before the stream started, but we can just have a whole new figure in here for right now. And then I can update it over the week to get all the states in properly. As you go to do a plunging attack, you will have advantage. Relentless Assault. With, I believe, a plus 10. A 28 will definitely hit. Plus 3. 31. 31 will definitely hit. As you go and slam into it for 17 damage. As once more, he is completely enchained, unable to move or respond to you. As you land on top of him, sinking your blade into his armor. As you're really like up close and personal right now, you cannot see past the armor. There is just pure darkness and a hint of, well, a fiery aura. As you pull the blade out and go to ram it into him again, roll with advantage. So 19 hits, at the least. Don't forget your d4. As I see the 10. As you stab into him for another 20. As there is just a series of vicious blows transpiring in front of you, Mimi.
Oh my gosh.
Is there anything you'd like else you'd like to do with your turn? As you rip the blade out and jump off of him. You will be moving outside. No, he's restrained. With this restraint, he can't react. Right, you also have mobile. As with that, your turn will end. Mimi! Or sorry, Boko.
Bird.
As the bird, lets out a cry and lashes out at him.
Oof.
So many 19s! Why can't they be Lins?
This is bullshit.
As with her dark side, you notice it lash into him with, this time, no mending effect. As with 9 more damage onto that. Boko will then start to fly away, which will provoke him. But he is enwrapped in chains. As Mimi, you feel this large bird land on top of you. Her claws grab onto your arms.
What? No.
1, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As Boko will put you down and land next to you.
I'm okay.
As your turn, Mimi.
She's gonna do Elemental Blessing on Sakura with radiant damage.
As you will give her a Radiant Blade.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you spent 1 turn praying, which would give you 1 confession, then you got a confession from Ifrit's Cane. So yeah, you'll use the 2 of those to give her +1 on attack rolls, and then change her blade to Radiant.
And then she pray.
As you go to pray. With that, Sakura will activate. She can't really get any advantageous position on him, so she will go to strike. Lynn, I'm sorry! As you notice her blade go and strike, it seems now that the glow is gone, the radiance does not have the same effect on him. She'll keep her position. As Juliet, go over here and point at him and shoot another firebolt. As she misses again. As we go back to the top of the order, Lynn, roll your d4 of damage. And he will make his con save. He fails it. As he will take 3 damage that he cannot heal back. As surveying the battlefield, oh, it's any damage the sword does? My bad. I thought it was specifically the wounding. He needs to make a check to see if he can break the chains. As he tries to wriggle and fight against the chains, he is unable to. Regardless, given the situation, he winds back and will try to strike at everybody in range of him. And misses. This figure is wriggling in chains, helpless. I believe that goes back to you, Kija? As, you ready up your stance, you rush forward. Add your d4. Don't forget you are blessed. Blah blah blah, so 12 plus 8 you will hit. Roll your damage. As you'll deal 15 to him. I saw it was on the 10 before. You had to pick it up to make it stop wiggling. As... yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the way the tray is designed. As you go to do that, he will use his reaction. As you go to slice through him. Roll your attack. As you briefly consider striking this one again, you look away and start stepping towards another one. As you are going to go strike this one. Roll to attack. You will not have advantage on this, but you will get your d4. Well, plus 4. Roll your damage. As with 14 more damage, you notice all of the other figures shatter as the armor locks up, being perfectly still for a moment as one of the gauntlets falls off, one with the blade in hand as it falls into the ground rather firmly. You see the darkness below start to give way to a scaled hand. A person that looks like, from what you can see of the arm, they are starving. Or at least look like a corpse, is a more accurate way to put it. As the armor starts to lock up, rattle, and the rest of it starts flying off this body, violently exploding outward as you, Sakura, Mimi, and Boko will all need to make a saving throw.
We. 18. +2.
So 16 will pass. What did you get again, Din? You got an 18?
18.
And then we'll add the +2 on. Again, you have a reroll.
Yeah.
We'll let you hold on to that. Let me roll the damage. Come on, stop wiggling. As Mimi, you'll take 9 damage. Yujo, you'll take 9 damage. Sakura will take the full 18. And Boko also takes 9. As the armor soars away, leaving a very frail-looking Aura body behind as they immediately collapse to the ground. As Trin, you and Kata were running behind as you come across this scene, as you saw strange bits of metal flying away as the sunlight starts returning. You see the nice path that you've taken here completely torn up.
What the hell? And just start, like, running faster towards everybody.
As you close the distance, you notice Boko radiating with glorious darkness. She seemed to have been flying just a moment ago. You
Boko?
notice Mimi pretty messed up.
Hey.
Mimi! You're gonna try to take Mimi from Boko.
Boko lets out a surprisingly terrifying squawk at you for a moment before she notices it's you. Starts to relax.
Mimi, what happened?
As sword is
Someone
also on the ground right here.
with a huge armor attacked us. I think we won, but armor kind of flew away. She'll look back to the body.
As Kijo, you wanna give me 2 rolls real quick. Actually no, just a medicine check. It's alright, just let it drop and I'll let you reroll. As you're also still blessed right now. So you can use that and the D4. Oh shit, right, no, sorry, I'm thinking guidance, my bad. As you look over, this guy seems pretty fucked up. You're not sure what's wrong with him. He barely looks alive. But as you get a closer look at him, this Aura has long dark hair, some brilliant white scales. As you think you might recognize them. Well, it's been a long time. They look half starved to death, a lot older, like the years have really worn on them. But, there was a man you were staying with for a time, who, might have offered you shelter. You could even call them family. As I need to reopen the notes now. As, a name slowly comes to your mind. Seiji. Something going on? He's still alive? As Kijo immediately picks the body up and brings him over to you, Mimi.
Mimi will use healing word.
As you cast Healing Word on the body, it does not seem to do anything substantial.
Doesn't work.
As you start looking at him, would you like to give me a roll real quick? This will be a medicine check. You'll have advantage.
Will. Sure will.
As both of those are still pretty bad, but you know
Yes.
it's good
they
enough.
are. Terrible. God damn it.
As you are looking over this body, they are on the verge of death. This you can tell. It is not a matter of wounds. It is a matter of being on the verge of starving to death.
He's not hurt. He's starving. Someone have some food? Can she create food real quick? Can she
Do
create
you have a
food
spell
bowl?
slot left for that?
I figured she would have that because of the trip.
Yeah, no, you've been casting it all. Trip, I'm just
Oh,
wondering
she'll
if
give
you...
her a ration. She'll give her a ration instead.
Maybe first give him some water. He
As
might not even have the strength to chew anything, let alone eat.
Kijo, slow down a moment. I'm pretty sure we've got food on us. As Juliet tries to run after you, she stumbles on the upturned earth and falls on her face. As Kijo, will you keep running off? As you guys do have rations on you and things like that.
Yeah.
Trent, you do not
I
have
make-
all of that water, but you did buy a lot of water a long time ago and still have some of that on you.
Yeah, there's just some of the water, some of the rations, probably like wet
like a
some of it so
puree
it's
with it.
easier to go down.
Yeah.
As Kijo, you're running off. As you start making your way down. Hylas, Hammer.
Ew.
You had come out the darkness. You started running towards, I'm assuming, where you thought the others were.
Yep.
As you see a Kijo running towards you.
Sounds like slow down a little bit as he sees Kijo. Kijo, what?
She immediately points at the pan.
What? Are the others okay? What?
I think she's hungry.
What? Yeah, ah!
As you pick him up and start moving, you're not able to run nearly as fast. It's notably
Okay.
slower, but you're able to still haul ass.
I can run too. Let me down.
As especially with the rough terrain, you start slowing down notably as You return with Nihilus in arms, a hammer running up.
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, mobile. So the terrain does nothing, but having this man in your arms does weigh a lot. As very briefly, Kijo, you're back with Nihilus as Boko has made themselves into a makeshift pillow for the man. I believe Trin, Mimi, you're giving him water and rations. As you're pointing down, you notice them giving him water real quick in small sips. This decrepit looking Aura.
I was just looking around, looking at him, and just, what the fuck happened here? Who is it? What? Just starts looking. He's like, you want me to cook? Okay, I get it.
Mimi, maybe you could fill him in on what just happened the best.
Well,
Please? What?
we got attacked by this. Well, him, but I don't think he was really wanting to fight. Guys, do you think it was the armor? Or maybe it was possessed? I don't know. We got attacked, and he was in like this really, really big armor. And well, we won, and the armor left, and left him behind.
Trin just looks at Kijo, just like gesturing, and it's just like, Kijo, and then points to like where the link pro would be. You can use other words.
When we saw the darkness, we ran. Once we left the Ramu's tower, I guess this is him, huh? Well,
What do you
it
think
just
happened?
starts digging through his stuff to start finding things for food to make.
I'm guessing because you're still in one piece that everything with Ramu went fine.
Yeah.
Good. Then the sooner we can leave this place, the better. Mateus knows we're here.
What?
He stops for a second and
That
then just keeps
letter.
going.
That letter. That Imperial
I've-
letter. He was in it.
Wait, what?
He just like pulls up the pen. One thing at a time. Yeah? Let's just do this one thing at a time. Is he alive? As he finally really looks at the guy.
His vitals are faint, but he seems mostly malnourished than injured.
As you look him over, you're able to quickly agree with that.
Looks at Kijo.
As you hear ringing in your heads from Kijo. He shouldn't be. As he is
Question.
collecting herself. Yep.
We're still in town, right?
Yeah, you're between town
Yeah,
proper and the hot
town,
spring. There's
it's
like
town.
a bit of a path there.
Dick, you're muted.
I didn't notice I'd hit the mute button. I'm so sorry. Yes, you are in a path between town, as you are also hearing in your head. He shouldn't be. He looks like my uncle. He looks like Seiji.
Your uncle.
Okay, this.
As also, Nihilus, you're looking through your things. You think you can make one of your magical treats at the least.
Yep. All right, I can cobble something. Juliet, fire, please. Yeah, it's
Yeah, right.
things. In
She
just a
starts
second.
making a little fire. You also glance to the next to you, Nihilus, as the thing catches your eye. It's kind of hard to miss now that you're looking at it.
Mhm.
Let me just bring this back out here. This blade is stuck in the ground next to Kijo.
He looks away. He just stops, looks back. What the fuck? Where did that? Has that always been there? He just points off to the fucking giant sword.
I mean, I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna fucking touch
he
it.
was using that. It's pretty hard.
As you are looking at it as well, one of the gauntlets seems to still be holding on to it.
Maybe touching it's a bad idea right now.
Mimi's gonna open her bag and pull out some of the herbs and try and make like a nice like tea that can help also. So it's not just water.
Yeah.
Give a little bit more energy.
Mhm. Right. Okay, that's a later thing. Time to make those treats. Let's see. I need to do rolls for that? Or...
No, it just takes time. As you just start
Alright.
cooking right here. Boko offering a spot of rest for the Aura, Kijo explaining as you guys are all preparing things. He looks like my uncle. He looks like Seiji, but he's been missing for years. At least 8 years, but this isn't right. He isn't dead, or he's dead. He should be dead. As she is stomping on the ground, seeming to get very frustrated with the situation.
Okay, it's easy there. There's no need to get worked up over this, I think. Look,
If we can bring him back to consciousness and some semblance of better health, then we can ask 20 questions.
yeah. No. What? Why are you so certain that he has been dead, though? If I can ask that.
Mm.
As you guys wait for an answer, Hammer looks around nervously as his eyes fall on the blade. He steps a little over, then stops and looks at Kijo. Hey, I mean, it's a good thing he's here, right? Not like he's... Unless he was a jerk, I mean, in which case I guess it's a bad thing. As you guys hear in your head. They never found him. Almost no one survived.
So many.
So many were beyond recognition and he never came back. We looked everywhere. He was gone. They were all gone.
I'm sorry.
Well, he's here now, and we're gonna make sure he gets better. We're gonna do everything we can. At least I am. I think this is ready. Trying to
Yeah,
make that tea.
Mine will take a little bit longer, but it's fine.
You go over, you bring him tea, you start letting him sip it. Juliet, focusing on the fire, keeping it at a proper temperature given its just her magic really sustaining it. There, you didn't collect tinder or anything.
Yeah. It's a little bit longer. All right. Oh, you tell me how long it's gonna take to finish.
You'll be at this for like a half hour if you guys want to go over anything else while here.
Will it speed things up if Trin helps with the fire?
I can let you give a roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I have not so much firebolt, but I have
You have a lot of
Reduce
fire
flame.
related magic.
I have a lot of like yeah.
You're a phoenix, so or something.
Nat 20.
Okay, well, fuck me.
Oh yeah.
You managed to create just the right temperature to you know how they have like flash freezing? Imagine that inversely. You almost in the blink of an eye, at least by your
Fine.
standards, Nihilus, managed to cook your treat in record time.
Oh,
Flash
Ah.
fry.
Flash fry, thank you.
you do that more often?
I can
Yikes.
try.
That is.
It's a bit of an urgent situation. I thought I should put a bit more into it.
That's a useful trick to know. All right, ready.
As you guys turn around, ready to give him the treat, you notice Kijo seems to be getting worked up. As there's a bit of mist escaping her mask. Before, in a burst of emotion, she rips it off and throws it aside before taking a breath and sitting down. As behind her, you also notice Hammer reaching his hand out.
Hammer, don't.
As he stops for a moment. But, Nihilus, this is, mine.
You're. No, let's look at that. That's not Excalibur. No, that's not Jake. That's not Excalibur. Is it?
No, it's way too massive and spiky.
And evil looking.
No, it's just like with the treat in one hand, has a finger up, points. It's like rebellion.
Yeah.
We have a lot to talk about, but first,
Yeah, wait, no, the fight ended when he let go of that thing. If you hold it, you might end up attacking us.
Hammer would
Alright.
never.
Are we gonna just leave it here?
Absolutely not. We can't just
It's
leave
not
it
like-
here.
It's not like he wanted to fight with us, but
And I mean, somebody's gotta touch it eventually, right? Unless one of you want to, I mean, I trust you guys more.
He just has the food. He's just like, he just hands the food off to Trent. Look. Hold this, please. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's
Look.
fine.
A lot has been happening around here recently, clearly. You're sure that you know this is yours?
100%.
I think we should let him try.
Ugh.
It's
Careful.
I mean, if you want me to, given the flying situation. As he looks away sheepishly.
we can talk about that later. Hammer, you're still my friend. In spite of everything. It hasn't changed.
Yeah, of course. Alright then, here I go. As he'll rip the sword out of the ground, haul it onto his back. He seems fine.
Menacing looking sword. But how do you feel?
Like I have a fragment of what those bandits took.
I'm guessing whatever you all fought might have something to do with Hammer. Which means it's time to start talking, I think. Well, let's make sure he can eat first before he actually starves to death, actually. There's a
As-
lot. I'm coming in the middle at the aftermath of a lot of crazy shit, I feel.
Yeah, did you know Boko can change to the dark side? Like, they got the same as you. Did you teach them that?
He just looks at Boko. What?
I didn't know that Chocobo can become Dark Knights.
Boko looks
That's
at
not-
you with clear blue eyes, a very warm expression on her face.
That being
were
said,
using
Mimi.
The dark. What?
No. She was gonna say. That being said, Mimi's right. I thought that was what was attacking you all.
Boko, you can't. She can't. That's not.
Hello there.
He just like motions up. He just looks at Boko. Are you a mimic too? You're
Boko
like Kato.
tilts, Boko tilts their head at you.
She's such an innocent bird.
Eyes were red. She was flying around.
What? First you tell me my chocobo can use dark side, and then she tell me she can fly. I have no reason to not believe you. It's just that's not the most outlandish thing I've had to deal with today. Actually,
That's something we can look into later.
good bird, Boko. Good job.
Boko puffs herself up proudly. As you guys go to feed the Alra.
Only you could. How long have you been able to fly? Now that I think about it.
As he needs some
This-
help, you guys have to like work his jaw for him as you're able to get him to chew and swallow the food.
Look at that. Baby steps. See, oh.
Mm.
As Kijo is on the ground, eyes closed.
Oh, Ijo.
Is that? I don't think I've seen her do that yet.
Just give her some time. I think she's trying to calm herself down.
As
So,
oh, sorry, you go first.
no, it's just like so. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I need to sit down a bit.
Yeah, the Boker's right there. It's
Boko lifts a wing like, "Come here, my small child." As you crawl under Boko's fluff for protection.
Yes.
oh. Wait, you said the gauntlet was still attached to the sword, right? So does that mean Hammer has just a metal glove now?
He seems to currently be debating if he wants to put it on or not. He's like holding it in his hand. But the sword is on his back now.
Cool. Thanks for that update, Art.
Yeah.
um.
How about you go first?
Oh. We went to Ramu's Tower. We physically stepped into the realm of the gods. Turns out that's his tower. It was very impressive and mortifying. We talked. He judged me, my character. I have a lot to reflect on. But he gave me his blessing. He told me some things. Some truths I wasn't prepared for. He just looks at Hammer with like a sympathetic look of, should I or should you? Or...
It's probably better if I say it. I might have not been entirely honest with you all. When Mimi mentioned my name, my actual name, I kind of remembered stuff pretty well after that.
You do?
I am responsible for the Emperor's death.
Just looks down. His arms folded.
And, I'm apparently I don't remember this one clearly, Nihilus, as he, points over, I'm telling you the truth. Apparently, one of the Scions, or, something.
Huh?
Lord Ramu said he's the mortal shard of the Scion Chaos.
Yeah, that. He explained it like that.
Doomed to live forever and die forever. Over and over.
Huh.
And, I was the, Emperor's second and, member of the Corpse Brigade. He looks away awkwardly.
It's like we had more than one Scion in our group. Huh.
Yeah?
He's also the founder of the Republic. And the reason it's a desert. That's interesting. Alexander is there? Buried somewhere under the sand. Deep. And the founding Garlands turned it on and left it on. And it's been sucking up the land's ether ever since. So
I
that
don't
no
go to
god
level
could
with
ever-
you all. I legitimately do not remember any of that.
I trust you on that one, Hammer. Who knows? I don't even not entirely sure how long ago that was. But Lord, it's come straight from Lord Ramu. He has no reason to lie about these kinds of things. Well, that's apparently a major reason why we haven't taken the Republic over. No god could step foot there. Alexander will just absorb its ether. Which blows my idea of trying to undesertify the Republic, if I were to conquer it, completely out of the water, since that's completely pointless. It'll just be absorbed again. We also know exactly why the Emperor had been killed.
Oh yeah?
He asked Hammer to do it. The old Emperor felt Matthias trying to take control of him.
So it was his father's blood.
It seems that while a noble act, in the end it didn't quite matter. It just jumped to his descendant. Which, unfortunately, gave me the revelation of why he's so obsessed with a certain bloodline.
Yeah?
It seems he can jump from body to body as long as it's off the same line as him. As if he wasn't hateable enough, right?
I mean, I guess on the bright side, he's not on the throne, right?
Yeah, that's a positive. I'm still labeled a criminal, though.
Eli is back in the capital.
What? But how?
I told you earlier, Mateus somehow found a way to send a projection of himself through a letter. Professor Eli is back at the capital with everything going on. He was urgently called back. I think that was what Mateus was planning. And he was planning to take me away with him. He said he needed me.
You alright?
I'll be fine. Katu came just in time to save me before I went with him.
As you feel a little nudge behind you as Kata gets pushed forward. You're right, yeah, I sent him packing without any hesitation as he puffs up his chest. Not taking Trin or anybody else.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad.
That being said, that means he knows we're here. And if he knows about your trial with Ramu, then he probably knows he doesn't have much time. Which is probably why he tried to expedite his plans.
He still can't take the throne without the gods say so, no matter what he does. That being said, Ramu's trial, judgment, I'm not ready to take Shiva's trials. I'm nowhere near ready. I'm not ready to take the throne, and I'm not ready to do anything about anything yet. I'm sorry for being so rash about this. We still don't know how to deal with the Scions. We don't know how to free Alexander from Mateus' grip. We don't know how to save the Luminous Wings. We don't really know what we're dealing with. And I need to slow down. We need to figure this all out. Rushing ahead, you're right, I'm forcing Mateus to take these drastic measures. I don't know where we should go. But I don't think we should go north. Not yet.
Take us forever to get to the north anyway. There's no professor to just teleport us there anyway. All I know if I want to take Mateus's word for it, is that he's safe.
He's not. I don't know what to. He wouldn't hurt Eli. He wouldn't. It's too much. He's too prominent a figure to just hurt in any way. Not without serious repercussions. Again, he turned me into the criminal, not Lord Eli. I can't trust anything else that comes out of his mouth, but at least I'm sure of that.
Well, I mean, hey. Nihilus, you're not responsible for what that lunatic does.
I'm not. But unfortunately, not everyone is part of this group now, are they?
If only.
Lord Ramu gave me a lot to think about. So, I'm going to take some of that to heart. I don't know what we should do next. I don't know where we should go. But Lady Shiva's shrine, not one of those places.
Maybe, we should head back to the tavern, like, maybe unroll the map and, give it some thought?
Yeah. Maybe with fresher eyes and fresher mind. Maybe not right away.
Say we should go to the hot spring, but I think most of you already came there.
I
Yeah.
mean, Kato hasn't. Just points at Kato.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to go in.
We're not too busy studying. I understand.
Was important.
Of course it was.
Dinky.
So, yeah, let's go put this man to a proper bed.
As you turn your attention to him, you actually hear a small sputtering from him. Ugh.
Put him on his side, don't let him choke on it.
Okay?
Commander?
Huh?
Sir, where are you?
Looks at Nihilus.
As Kijo, while trying to find your own peace, you may have it shattered by the figure faintly speaking in front of you. As you hear the voice, it only serves to confirm your suspicions and beliefs even further. Where am I? Oh, so bright. Who are all of you? Where am I?
It's speaking. It's
As you hear in your head, help him as she starts to walk away.
Hi, I'm Mimi Pyrus. We rescued you, I think. I'm not sure what happened, but you were really bad. Like, you almost died, and well, we wanted to help. You okay? Can you tell us your name?
Seiji. Oh,
Seiji. Okay, hi Seiji.
Imperials. How did I get here?
That's a phenomenal question. We're going to take you somewhere to get help. We're going to take you to shelter. You've clearly been through a lot. Here, we'll keep you safe. Whatever happened to you, it's over now.
Did it work?
What work? What happened? Do you remember? What was the last thing you remember?
Putting on my armor.
Alice looks at Hammer. Back to the gut. Your armor.
Where?
What?
Where is it?
We don't really know. It kind of left.
We'll don't worry about that. Let's get you up. He gingerly tries to get him up, pick him up, and put him on Boko proper.
As you do, slow and carefully, you mount him up. As you'll take him back to the town.
Mhm.
As you're taking him back to the town, once you get close to the town proper, some of the guards will see you. They'll flag you down. They'll be like, "The hell happened?" I take it you'll embellish the truth a little.
Yeah.
Of just, we found this man, half starving. He needs help. And they'll point you to a little clinic where you'll be able to set him up in a bed.
Hammer, if you're gonna put that gauntlet on, put it on now.
Make sure they're okay.
Oh, alright. Hammer will put on the gauntlet as it, well, quite literally fits him like a glove as you see it just lock into position on him.
You alright?
Yeah, it's like it belongs there.
Good. Well, it's a good thing that you've always had that and that sword, and never a time you've never had.
I mean, but I have.
Whatever's going on with that, it's yours, and it's doing some weird shit. Hopefully you'll remember what that weird shit is. Soon enough.
Well, next time we see the rest of it, I'll take care of it. Promise.
I believe you. He just pats him on the shoulder. He just pats him, on the shoulder.
As Mimi, while you're there in the clinic, the local white mages and such will take over. You see them get like some drips, some arcane crystals. As they start performing rituals on him to improve his health.
Can she help with that?
They tell you to stand aside. They've got this.
She'll stay there, but let them do that stuff.
As you're watching from the other side, Boko is there. You feel her fluff press into you.
She'll lean on it.
Sakura.
I think I'm bleeding out.
As you say that, you draw the attention of a few white mages that start looking over you.
Yeah, I might need some help too, if that's okay.
As after a few moments of examining you, they're like, "Yeah, you get in a bed too. You're none of your injuries are life threatening, but you're pretty beat up." As Silas, where are you gonna go?
Well, I have no fucking idea what the hell happened. So, maybe modern people to explain in more detail of what had transpired with this crazy armor man.
You can go after Sakura, you can go after Boko and Mimi. These two were heading back toward the tavern.
I think Nihilus is going to go bother Sakura on this one. He'll ask Hammer to give him some space on this one. Just to wait farther back. Just be a bit.
You know what? I've got a plan. I'll keep an eye on the clinic. Stand guard.
Yeah. Good idea.
As Trin, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna push this one towards the hot spring. She's just gonna be like, just like little sigh. Let's go, Stinky, and then just start pushing him towards the direction of the hot spring.
Wait, I prestidigitation myself every day.
Let's go. That doesn't count. Let's go, Stinky.
Why doesn't it count? It gets all the filth off.
Stinky.
Alright, fine.
Besides, it doesn't relax your muscles and ease the tension and honestly make you forget about everything.
As
Let's go, Stinky. Just kidding. Before you can say anything to that, just let's go, Stinky.
Okay. As you push him towards the bads. They are split. Are you planning?
No, they're not gonna go in with him. They'll just wait in like a waiting room or something for him.
As you'll wait in like the outside proper, there's like a few benches there, or like some nice trees, a little decorative area to just lounge in. As
Complimentary tea.
you shove him inside. There's again barely anyone working here. This place is pretty uninhabited, relatively speaking. As you're given some tea, and just like the older woman there is like, and did you see the sky go dark earlier? I was terrified. I've never seen that happen before in my life.
Oh, it was sure rather old. It must have been quite the stray cloud. Oh, but it seems to have passed now. So hopefully everything is all right. Sip, sip, sip.
I haven't heard any commotion from the town, at least I don't see any fires, so I can only
least
hope
it
for the
is-
best.
As still as water. Sip, sip, sip.
As you enjoy your tea, you'll be waiting for him for a bit. As Nihilus, we'll start with you, as Sakura has gone back to the wagon. She just kind of slumps next to it.
Just walk up and then just also slump down. Well, that looked like an absolute mess. What happened?
We were having a nice time at the hot spring, comparatively speaking. She looks away like, I didn't have fun. Shut up. When we were heading out, one of a Imperial mage just walked up and handed Trin a letter, so we let them lag behind to go read it. And while we were on the path, that armor was there, the sky went dark, and it attacked us.
Some crazy things were said about that. What? Did they say something? Anything? Or
Shakes her head. It just tried to kill us. And almost did a number on Mimi, but something happened.
what happened?
There was some kind of horrible roar and chains coming up from the ground to restrain it.
Huh.
I can only describe what I saw as completely demonic.
Huh. I'm pretty sure Lord Ifrit doesn't do chains. Diabolos, maybe. Yeah,
He
was one
does
of the.
not.
Oh. Hmm. Strange, but it's fortuitous. Right?
It is convenient. I'm just worried about why.
I'm sure that. I'm sure we'll figure that out in time, but.
But
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
shakes her head. No. Just when it swung, it seemed to be able to reach further, duplicate itself, turn our darkness as her dark side flares slightly into mending.
That's a hell of a trick.
After a bit, it exploded into, well, armor fragments and ran away.
Except the sword and single glove. The man inside asking about if putting on his armor worked. And he's from Doma. Oh God, the Course Brigade did give away the armor, didn't they? Which means Excalibur is in fact still out there. Somewhere.
He is from Doma. Don't know what any of it means, though. We can ask him when he's more together.
Hopefully that's sooner than later. Don't want that armor. I suppose at least you broke the armor. For now. Ran off. Which means all the rampant murders will stop.
I hope so.
Hmm.
When I looked at that thing, I couldn't even call it evil.
I don't understand.
You get I can see these things far clearer than you can.
Yes.
Best way I could describe it was deranged. Like
Arranged.
a walking contradiction. It made no sense. Look at.
A walking contradiction. I wish I had your eyes. Let's see what this contradiction is. So it was darkness, but not evil. It was. It's hostile. It's violent. What's contradictory about it?
You know, thinking about it, I got the same feeling from those chains that stopped it.
Something demonic.
But also not. Something full of hate yet love. Again, it didn't make sense to look at. It doesn't make sense still. Things have made a lot less sense since I've started spending time with you. The others.
Sorry about that. Love and hate, darkness and evil. To be fair, it's the armor of a scion. Who knows what it can do? Well,
And those
Nothing real.
chains.
yeah, I'm not sure about that one. You can't really. Chains aren't exactly a unique thing of demonic creatures, really, but I don't know anything that could possibly held that thing down. It is. If it is Hammer's old armor. You know, Garland's armor.
Ugh. Well, if you have any bright ideas, I'm all ears. If we're not heading north, we'll need to figure out somewhere else to go, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure what to do. Not anymore. But we'll figure it out. We always do. Eventually.
Be surprised you're not half as stupid as you look.
Lord Ramu did say something very similar about me.
I'm surprised a god would call you stupid so bluntly.
He's a very honest deity.
Yeah, I should go
And-
visit sometime.
But you booked your one great. Oh. Actually, I'm not sure. There's a lot. He mentioned a few different people that I've been traveling with. I'm not sure a lot of them could handle what he has to say. I know I wasn't exactly able to. At the moment, he gave me a lot to think about.
Well, start thinking about it then. I think I'm gonna get back in the wagon and take a nap. Or rather, she looks at the sky. Maybe I'll just sleep the rest of the night away, as it is getting to sundown.
Yeah, it's getting about that time, isn't it? You know, you really should try and get a room in the tavern.
I'm fine out here.
Why?
Because I like my privacy.
Get your room by yourself.
And then what? And just sneak in?
You don't need to sneak in. You just have a room to yourself at night.
No, then what? Ninja sneak in?
No. I mean, that only happened once.
I prefer it out in the wagon.
Someone could just sneak in. Making it easier for them, not even the lock. If you get one of those big fancy ones made entirely out of wood. No metal.
I'm fine out here, okay?
Alright. Not trying to pressure you or anything. Apologies if I seemed like I did.
It's fine. You're not the first.
He just kind of gets up.
So she will get up too and start swinging around to the back of the wagon.
Sleep well, Sakura.
Good night.
We'll just start heading back to the tavern.
As you start making your way toward the tavern, very faintly you hear, "Hello! Oh God, you're still here."
What? Oh yeah, fucking Eli. That's her problem.
You'll be making your way to the tavern. As Trin, the sun is starting to go down. It's getting a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Are you going to be waiting the whole time for Kato, or?
Yeah, they don't mind waiting.
You'll take a little bit sitting on the bench again. The weather's kind of nice. There's a gentle breeze, all of that. The old woman will occasionally come over and make like quips or small talk at you, but you brush it off and she retreats every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
As eventually, much redder looking, slightly steaming Kato comes out. There we go! No more stinky, right?
You were in there for quite a while.
It was very relaxing. It's been a bit of a week. Getting attacked by Yojimbo. Almost seeing what happened earlier. Getting attacked by you. It's been a lot.
That's why every once in a while, a bath is more than worth it. Whenever we have access to these amenities, we should take full advantage of them.
That's very fair. Thank you for making me take a bath.
It's alright. You stopped me from making a very stupid decision.
I only wish I'd gotten there sooner. Chase him off the moment he showed up. Rat bastard. As he puts on like a little smile, like, yeah, that's right. I called him a bastard.
I wonder though. He. They just look very uncomfortable. It's. Thank you.
I did what anybody would have done.
I knew that I'm terrified of him, but I didn't know it was to this extent. Even now, my blood still feels cold.
Well, next time, if he actually shows up, I'll give him a real thrashing for you. I'd say take care of him, but we're trying to save the guy he's in. So.
Yeah. I do really wish to save Alexander. Unfortunately, that does mean confronting Mateus at some point. But judging by how forthcoming he was, and the things he said, well, let's hope you giving him that thrashing comes later rather than sooner. Let's go. We should the sun's going down. We should get to the inn.
Actually, he'll reach out and grab your hand as you're starting to like walk away.
Mm.
I had a thought if you'd want to come with me for a little bit.
Uh, sure. Where to?
Just follow my lead, okay?
Looks towards the old lady as they're walking out of the hot springs.
The old lady, completely reading the situation in the only appropriate way possible, is giving you thumbs up.
And then they remember what was talked about when they were at the hot spring. You sure?
Entirely.
Okay.
As he'll start walking, taking you, Trin, by the hand. As you'll follow his lead.
Yeah.
As he'll take you off for a little bit. As you'll be on a bit of a walk as he takes you around the hot spring until you guys stop at a cliff face. Like a little bit down from the hot spring. Alright, I did a lot of searching for this, so hold on tight.
Searching for what?
As Kato's going to try and scoop you up. Will you allow it?
They'll allow it because they weren't expecting it.
Alright, here we go. As
You're not gonna jump off that cliff, are you?
he starts jumping up the cliff.
No, wait!
As jump up 30 feet, lands on a little platform, jumps up 30 feet, lands on another one.
What are you doing?
As, with surprising speed, you ascend the mountain from him just yeeting himself upwards.
It's just in that, like, oh fuck, it just starts, like, grabbing hold of it just to not. They're just like, no, I'm gonna fall!
As you reach the top, you are able to see a little bit of a river, which will starts flowing downward, making the waterfall that leads to the hot spring. Along with a very large, not like super large, but like, yeah, this is something you can like go swimming in kind of lake.
Yeah.
Surrounded by flowers.
This is nice. Did somebody tell you about this?
No, I was doing research and found it.
What kind of research?
Very important research with Juliet's help.
Are you going to do like Mimi and look for important herbs and spices and craft potions and
As he
stuff?
starts carrying you over.
Mm.
As he'll walk into the flower field, getting close to the lake before he sets himself down and sets you down within his lap. I was told a nice thing to do with people you care about is watch the sunset with them in a very nice place like this.
I mean, you could have said that.
That would have ruined the
I mean,
surprise.
I guess that would do that now, wouldn't it? It is a wonderful view. They just like look out. It's great.
As Rin, he goes and like plucks some flowers and holds them up to you.
Look, Juliet told me some things, and we are I'd like to think that we're very good friends, but
I, hmm, how do I put this? I wanted to take some time to do something nice and say thank you for everything.
everything.
Everything, yeah. Saving me, having me come along with all of you in spite of how I acted at first.
I mean, it's well, I can't say it's nothing, really. I mean, if anything, I have to thank you for believing me from the start. You could have just turned me in, and anything could have happened after that, and then you could have just gone off and forgotten all about me. I just wanted to save somebody.
I'm really glad you did. I honestly am a bit scared thinking back. My head was such a mess that if it wasn't you who told me all that, I think I would have believed what anyone had said to me after that. But you got me out of there. You set me on my own little adventure, and it was quite invigorating. And now we're together again. And I, really like it. Even if it's all terrifying life and death, it's exciting in a way.
Can you give me like 1 quick minute?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1 second.
Hi everybody, how are all of you? It's been a while. I said welcome in chat, but thank you John King for the follow, and Sen, thank you for the follow 13 minutes ago.
I'm so happy I got popcorn.
How's everyone doing?
Oh god.
Pretty alright.
All this talking is making my jaw hurt a little, but I think I'll live.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. So, yeah, save me, thank you. I'm really happy to be here on these terrifying, exhilarating adventures.
You've been a very good asset to our little traveling company.
Well,
Whatever it is.
I am the leader, right? Of this adventuring party.
There's just that side eye.
He gives a bright smile.
You know, technically, at the end of the day, I'm the one that won the bet. You know what's really funny about about all this, when I think about it?
What's so funny about it?
When we first met, the way you carried yourself, you reminded me, briefly but surely, of every man I've seen in Derma. And I told myself, gods, this is the last man I'd ever...
Am I still like that?
No, you're not. But at first I looked at you like this was the kind of man I surely hate the most. And yet, for some reason, despite that thought in my head, it never quite seemed to truly stick.
I remember being, well, honestly pretty scared back then, so I puffed up my chest a lot.
It makes a lot of sense now. So I'm glad that we met up again as quickly as we did. Although I wasn't prepared to what would have happened, because at first it just seemed like, what's with all these men that want me so badly, even though you didn't know that I was a gal?
Well, you are, incredible. I mean, I've never seen anyone quite like you. Even with my head back on straight.
I feel like if it was anybody else, it wouldn't be much different.
But, Trin, thank you. I really mean it, even if it was a scary way to go through it all. I didn't realize how much I didn't understand before getting my head back on straight. So little actually made sense. I would just smile and nod and keep going along. But now I even get what I'm actually feeling most of the time now. It can still be a little confusing, but I'm getting it. And you're the one who did that. So just, no matter what happens, thank you. And I just want you to know you're very special to me. You're the most important person in my life. As
See, just the ears lower and the fair face just turns red. Just like,
As in that moment, he holds up the flowers as Trin, roll me a d20 real quick.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm putting in the three lucky, all of my luckies.
As you roll 5 times. I'm gonna say this is definitely overkill for the revelation you're
I don't
about to have.
care. Not 20.
As you realize, looking at these little flowers on this stem, looking around you, that's not any flower. That's catnip.
Yes!
Koto,
Yeah?
do you know what that is?
A pretty flower I want you to have?
Their nose just like instinctively just like hip 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 hip.
Eyes start dilating.
As Trin, you can either stay here and let the effects occur, or retreat as quickly as possible.
No. We're not running away.
As Trin, you accept your fate.
That's catnip.
A cat what?
Hello there.
Ow! Just like eats it. Just like leans over forward and eats it.
As you eat the flowers. Trin, you have the cat ears. They don't. Oh my god, they do, don't they?
There's that thing of when she leaned over, she put too much of her weight forward. So depending on how are they sitting again?
He had just settled you into his lap.
Yeah, no, he's going down.
Oh no. As Trin, you are on top of Kato as he's letting out a little squeak. I'm sorry, I had no idea, I...
What a sly little puppy. What are you trying to do feeding me catnip?
I wasn't trying to feed you anything, I was trying to give you a pretty flower.
Next thing you're gonna say you were gonna try to propose to me too. We barely know each other.
No, 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 I was going to say you're very pretty.
Really? That's what Juliet said you were gonna do.
Juliet said
Tail
that?
Swish, swish. So that means that one of you is a liar.
Juliet is a liar!
Oh, I don't know. She seemed pretty sincere.
I don't have anything to propose with or any... Oh god. As, he is bright red.
It's kind of like that time back at, what's her name again? Kate? Yeah, that one. Except there's a lot more flowers.
Oh.
Really, you're a sly doggy, taking me to a field just rife with catnip.
I didn't know.
What else are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything.
Huh? You know, Cardo, they say that when you save a Actually, no. Do you know what happens when somebody saves a princess?
They're a hero?
Mm-hmm. And what do the heroes get as a reward?
Praise.
What do they get from the princess?
The satisfaction of a job well done, as, he is desperately trying to dodge the answer.
The tail just swish, swish. She's just gonna hold his face. No, they don't. They get a kiss from the princess. What if you don't want it and you're going to be so avoidant? Then she's gonna flop right off of him, just flop next to him, and just roll in the catnip a little bit.
As, he is taking deep breaths, collecting himself as you're rolling in the catnip.
If you don't want it, then you can just go ahead and break my heart.
No, I don't want to do that at all. No, never. Oh, okay. As, he'll like, crawl over. As,
Tail just like perks up.
he has just a beet red face and a nervous expression as he starts awkwardly puckering his lips.
Such a naughty boy.
What? Why am I... You started it!
It's cute when you get like that. And then she's just gonna just mwah.
As he was about to protest more, you just smooch him.
But there's that thing again of the weights. Just the weights everywhere, so just blop.
As the sun starts going down, you getting a lovely view of it with Kato, surrounded by pretty catnip flowers.
High as fucking balls.
You two will be up there for a bit. As... Mimi.
Hi.
Far, far away, you are really wishing you had some popcorn right now for some unexplained reason. As, after a while of being tended to, everything has calmed down in the clinic. You had some healing magic put on you. So did the guy next to you. They basically explained like it's gonna probably take him a few days to be able to move around healthily and all that, but we can rehabilitate him here. Slowly regenerate his muscles.
I can help for whatever you guys need.
As you hear a knock from the side. Hey Mimi, got a moment?
Yeah. Is it?
Oh no you don't. As he starts stepping around the corner as you get up, he scoops you back up and brings you back over to the bed.
Oh, okay. I'm okay though.
Ah, no.
Better now.
You get some rest. You can start moving around again when the sun comes up, alright?
Oh no, I actually need to leave in a bit
Where are you going?
for a walk.
Well, since you got most messed up during the fight, I have promised myself I'm keeping an eye on you tonight.
Ah. So, Scions.
He was beaming with a big grin for a moment. As it stops, it goes to a more neutral expression. Yeah. Scions.
And, you good? Are you okay?
I don't feel any different, really. I mean, how do I put it? I remember my life thanks to you.
It didn't seem like you wanted to remember. Or you probably would have told us, I guess.
I'm happy I remembered. Was just worried about the problems it would cause with the whole Emperor thing. And, being a Corpse Brigade guy.
I mean, you said he wanted that to happen?
Hmm.
If it was for protecting the others, then I get it. Like, I guess I would have done the same in his place.
I just, I wish we'd been able to do something about it sooner.
Well,
It was happening to him for a while, actually. He just kept telling us it was fine until it was, too late, and then I had to do what I did.
well, you did what he asked, and I guess it was for the best. I mean, Alexander could have been in power if you didn't do that.
He shakes his head a little and sits down. It was the best way it could have gone at that point, but that's what gets to me, I guess. If he just told me what was wrong sooner, we could have figured something out. We had Eli and his wife and a lot of
Maybe they thought they
really-
could figure it out by themselves. Maybe they thought they could fix it, and they didn't want to bother other people. So I get it.
But I mean, look at where it got him. Got everyone.
Well, we didn't really know what was happening either, so.
He shakes his head. He had for a while. It didn't make sense to me at the time. Catch him talking to himself, arguing with himself. And, he always told me it was fine. Just a little bit of stress getting to him.
Well, we can not do anything for the Emperor, but we can still fix things. We can still keep Mateus away from Alexander. We can try and figure out how to fix what we can. There's no point in what we could have or couldn't have done, right?
Just... Yes, it pisses me off a little. I was supposed to be his best bud, his second. We trusted each other. He saved my life a lot. Like, a lot. And at the end of it, the best I could do for him was, end his.
Well, you helped him, though. I know it's a little messed
I didn't
up,
help
but
him. I helped everyone else by making a big mess out of things.
Hug.
As you give him a little hug as he's sitting next to you, he puts a hand on his head, or on your head. I guess at this point, best I can do is clean up the mess.
It can help. But for now, we can just take a moment to breathe. And hey, tomorrow I'll invite for the breakfast. We can have that lunch we were missing.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. They just healed me, so I'm pretty good.
Are you sure?
No scars, nothing.
As you pull back your sleeves and hold out your wrists, showing like no scars on my arms. See, you see a chain pattern going along your arms.
What?
What's that?
I guess. I guess Kijo gave it to me? Maybe? Or I should ask her later. Probably nothing. She'll just like rub it off, see if she gets to like.
They do not come
come
off.
off or something like.
Hammer reaches out one of his big hands and starts tracing your arm a little.
You know what that is? Kijo had some chains similar to this, so I guess it's. She did something really cool in the middle of the fight. I have no idea what that was, but like a bunch of chains came out and grabbed this armor. And yeah, I guess it got me or something. And I don't know. Maybe it pulled me out of the way or I don't know. Weird.
I think so, actually. I went on a lot of adventures back in the day with, my best bud and Alexandra. We were a great team! I was up front getting hit a lot. She'd heal us, and he was, able to keep us standing. I think it was in the woods to the north. There's a brief, like, stop on his face as he, face palms himself. That's where Hecate sent me! Wait.
Okay. What?
Maybe they weren't lying when they said that there was something important there. I just couldn't remember. Huh! Or maybe she was still lying to me. That is what it is.
Well, We are headed north later on. Maybe find out.
We'll figure it all out, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I've got your back, alright? And I'm hoping you've got mine.
Yeah. Do as much as I can.
And Boko here. Boko here's got your back for real.
You should have seen her. She started flying around and she was like all black, and then like her feathers were a little bit red, and then the big glowing eye. Why does everyone get dark magic though?
Boko, you can fly?
Yeah.
Boko tilts their head
She
and
was
lets out a
riding
little,
them. It was
quack.
so cool.
like, pure innocence and feigning ignorance on her face. Well, let me go get you something to drink and a little snack. Alright? We'll have a great time here tonight.
Okay.
As he'll go across the room, he'll go to, like, one of the aides and be like, hey, can you get
She's
us some
gonna
snacks?
sneak out.
As, roll your stealth. I'm gonna gently advise you, don't do that.
Okay. Maybe.
As you start sneaking out, creeping away, Hammer completely oblivious. Thump. Thump. Thump.
No.
Thump.
Oh no. Boko.
Boko reaches down to pick you up.
No. Okay.
Thump. Thump.
Traitor.
Set back in the bed.
Mhm.
As while you are in the bed, Boko snuggles her head up to you, nuzzling against you affectionately. As Hammer will come back with a tray of snacks. As, cornered by these two for the night, you will be kept in this bed.
Mm.
Hmm?
I kind of want to. I'm okay. I don't need to be in the infirmary, so I'm gonna go get a room at the tavern, at the inn. We can go there, right?
Hmm.
We can each get a room, one for every person, and we can just sleep there.
Yeah, alright.
Right?
And me and Boko can keep an eye on you. Just to make sure they did everything right. You know how it is.
Oh no, they did everything right. Look, I'm fine. I just have this really new, cool marking on me. It kind of looks like a tattoo. It's cool.
And we're gonna make sure that's not a bad thing. As he puffs his chest up proudly.
I kind of want to be alone, please. Is that okay?
Huh? Why you want to be alone?
I just think it's better that way.
Why is it better? Being alone isn't fun.
I just want to think of some stuff, and I think about it better if I'm by myself.
Well, maybe I can help you think about it.
No, because it's kind of private, so it's fine.
Give me a charisma. Yeah, I just knew for the sneaking away, by the way, that.
Damn it!
Mm.
So charismatic.
Listen, Mimi. You can share with me. It's old Hammer. Come on.
It's fine.
We've known each other for a while. I mean, I knew you when I wasn't Hammer, remember?
Yeah, but I just don't want to be around people right now.
Why don't you want to be around people? Come on. We're friends, right?
Yeah, that doesn't mean we're not friends. I just need some space.
Not gonna tell us why, are you? Alright, Boko. Said she wanted to be alone. Come on, girl. Boko will reluctantly get up and start heading out with Hammer.
Sorry.
As
Oh wait,
they will.
wait for them to leave, and then she's gonna walk out.
As where are you gonna walk out to?
Out of town.
As you are making your way out of town. Oh. Oh, I mean, just checking some things. As you'll be making your way out
Plus
of town.
5. Ooh.
As at the cabin, or sorry, at the tavern, Ijo, you had started making your way off in a hurry. After a little bit of stumbling and rushing, you'd heard from behind Juliet, like, "Hey, come on, wait up! Come on, running isn't my specialty. Please slow down a little bit." Oh god. As you keep walking for a bit, you're roughly in the center of town at this point. Juliet stumbling up behind you. Oh god. How do you move so much? Seriously. You're unfazed. I mean, by like running, you ran like a race today. And then you fought a suit of armor. And you flipped train and you're not even tired. Oh god. As you, compared to Nyla, she is a feather. As you pluck her up. So where we heading? You said the tavern, right? We'll, get some drinks together? You've been really impressive in these fights, you know. Like, I mean, back in the Empire, we were taught about knights in shining armor, especially dark knights, but like, wow, you are scarier than Isla Sandhammer. Oh god, I'm still winded. As you look down at her, she furrows her brow at your expression. It's that bad, huh? Listen, you don't have to talk about it. As you're looking around, there's a few like stores, a small collection of houses, the library, the tower, and the tavern you were at earlier. As a building that is now that will be understood to you as a clinic around here from what everybody else was pointing out earlier. Beyond that, this place does not have much going on. Pretty simple little town. Besides the waterfall back there with the hot springs. Probably the second biggest attraction besides Ramu's Tower. But even for that with a tourist trap, honestly, this place is pretty sparse. Not a lot of people around here. Mostly like a handful of scholars and a little knight regiment. As you look over at the tower. Oh, looking up out there? That's where Nihilus went earlier. Oh god. Never tried doing any of them myself. Really, even when we showed up at the first shrine, I didn't really go in, mostly because my specialty is fire, and Ifrit as a fire doesn't really get to him like anybody else. Kinda brushes it off and makes a lot of it, and I'm talking a lot. But yeah, I think they also use that as a place to deal with certain trials and cases for courts. Like I think it was here they started declaring Magitech illegal. Up in that tower is where the Emperor and Ramu presided over everything, and people made their cases, and they decided it was a little too dangerous to let all of that kind of stuff be in the hands of somebody without magic. I mean, I'm sure it'd be fine in your hands, even if you don't really use magic. You are positively talented in your own impressive ways. As she looks up at you like she is going as vocally as she can, clearly trying to just keep the noise filled in the air. So if you still want to go to the tavern, drinks can be on me if you're up for it. Get another filling meal in you too. I think I could use a little food after steaming up all day. And almost getting brutalized by a knight. And man, did you see that? Sakura has an arm, doesn't she? No. Listen, I insist on paying this time, okay? I'm kind of an academy mage. I usually don't flaunt it, but she like reaches it into her pouch and pulls out her little cane. I could probably get us a lot of free meals if you're up for it. My treat for saving us all, I guess. You did, and Mimi, kinda beat the snot out of that armor the best. As she kind of looks around. You guys are getting a few looks as you're carrying her through the town. As you step into the tavern. You see the same barkeep from earlier as they shoot a nod in your direction. So, hey, put me down, let's get a table, and let's treat ourselves a little, right? We deserve it after all the hard work we've done. As you keep carrying her in, where would you like to go? As again, even this tavern, again, nowhere in here seems like heavily populated. It's like a handful of people in every building. And even outside. If you would like to go over, while holding, Juliet, you might have some communication issues if you want to get a room. So you're just gonna go upstairs and pick a room? Alright, so you will turn toward the stairs as just, Kijo, this isn't toward the bar. Kijo, where are we going? Kijo. As... Unfortunately, as you're looking for a room that is just open, it seems currently all of them are locked. As after a few moments, the bartender will, come up as you are like putting pressure on each door, putting a foot on just to see if you can get one that'll open. As he's like, hey, you want a room, you gotta ask first. Come on, we're not savages around here. Hello, sir. I am, an Imperial Mage, and, I would like to request a room for the night for me and my, companion. As, you look over at him, Juliet trying to, explain as she's managed to catch on, given you've been, like, trying every door while holding her. As, he furrows his brow a little bit. Well, rude of you two, but if you're an Imperial Mage, then the house is always open to you. As you notice him reach down, he starts flicking through a key ring. As, he'll stop at one of the last rooms, unlock it, open the door. Here you two go. Thank you. Oh wow, one arm. You are really strong. What there? I think Gifford would have been impressed if he'd met you. Like, as she's just kind of like rambling. The guy looks over at you. Listen, clearly you're having a rough time. Just take it easy. Don't cause any trouble. You can get your drinks downstairs. Even bring them up here if you want some bottles. We got plenty of them. And, just don't be too loud. As, he hands you a key and starts walking away. As, you try to pull out some money, he'll hold up his hand and shake his head. No. Burial business, not mine. One of the things we are supplied with for a reason. So consider it my privilege to house you two. Good day. As he'll take off downstairs. As you go into the room with Juliet. Nihilus, you're gonna arrive downstairs. Are you just gonna get a room? As you look around the tavern, it is empty. Oh yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to get a track on what Nihilus was doing when he got here.
Probably gonna just ask for a room and ask if any other Aura came by. That's all. But anyway. First Kijo. He's important.
As he'll mention, yeah, I think there were some two ladies who wanted some privacy, but get your room. Hold on. As meanwhile upstairs, Kijo, you sit Juliet down. She looks up at you, like blinking a few times before you hug her and start bawling your eyes out. As she's a little surprised for a moment before you feel her gently put her arms around you. Just let it out, right? It's been a hell of a day. We'll get it all sorted out, right? As you guys will be there. Nihilus, you'll be getting your own room here. As Trin, you and Kato are up on the hill, or rather up on the cliff face.
Yeah? Yeah, we are.
Is Trin going to let Kato take her back to the tavern for a bed?
They probably would. After a while, but they're gonna be like, oh,
Taking me to bed now, are you? Naughty dog, trying to make me a wild animal like you.
We share a bed all the time. We've cuddled plenty.
Oh, knock off the innocent bit. Hug.
As you give him a hug, he just pouts a little as he'll carefully take you back down. You guys will get a room, as I'm guessing Trin's not going to let him go.
no, they're as they're making their way, they start getting into like just like cuddly, catnippy cat purring.
As you will have a very affectionate cuddling with Kato into the night.
Slow blinks,
As
slow cat blinks.
Mimi, you head out into the hills, like surrounding the place a little bit, as you set up a little spot for the night. As it starts getting dark, all of you go to rest. As Mimi, you hear some heavy footsteps coming towards you.
She'll sit up and just in case it's something.
As you look up, you see Sakura.
She'll duck down again, just to pretend she's not there. Maybe she's hiding under the grass or something, just hopefully.
As
She won't see her.
Sakura will walk right over to you and just sit down.
What are you doing here?
Getting some air.
So far out?
Seems like a nice time of night before we head off, given we've apparently been found here. And she tugs on you a little bit to prop you up.
No, she's resisting. She's trying to stay away.
Alright, give me an opposed strength.
Here we go, -2.
As
Bye.
she props you up. Just tugs you to her side as she's sitting there. And gives you a pretty good sight of the field as you just see like tall grass going on for long spans. A nice big moon out tonight. as there's plenty of stars sparkling the sky, and far off in the distance you can see like the small hamlets and houses and farmsteads.
She'll stare at the one star that Dad has been saying it's Mom for the longest time. And then she'll just be like, you should head back to the cart now.
I'm comfortable right here.
Okay, well, I'll go to the cart then. You can stay here if you like.
You're not heading to the cart, are you?
Maybe.
At least try to lie a little better.
I can't lie to you. You kind of figure it out somehow. So Listen, it's not. It's not safe to be with me right now. So until I figure stuff out, I'd rather sleep alone.
It doesn't seem safe to be by yourself right now.
Well, I'll climb up a tree and then I'll be okay.
Why is it not safe to be with you?
The nightmare I saw, the nightmare Diablo showed me, I don't know if it's a premonition or a warning, or I didn't want to ask because every time someone asks something to this guy, he gives nightmares in return, and I did not want more of that. So I'm trying to figure out if what happened in my dream was because I learned, or I tried to learn to use dark magic and failed and then killed you all, or if maybe if I don't use it, then that's what's gonna happen. Like the dark magic is gonna maybe take over and I don't know how to control it, and if I don't know how to control it, then it will attack every one of you and then you'll kill it. I need some time to think a bit, and until that happens, I would rather just not go to sleep with you around. I don't want to wake up and find out I've accidentally killed all of you. So if it's okay, can I just go to sleep by myself?
You have been for a week.
Yeah, and I need some more time till I figure stuff out. I think I know what I can do, but it's not the right time right now. So I just have to wait a little more.
If you insist.
Hey, are you okay from the fight? I didn't ask.
I'm fine. I was worried about you.
Oh, I'm okay. I mean, Kijo helped, so I guess I dodged the dangerous part.
I don't think those chains were Kijo.
Oh, you didn't see it, but like Kijo got to use. I don't know, when she was fighting Yojimbo, she had these chains, so I think she did something to hold the armor.
She shakes her head. If they had come from Kijo, I think I would have been able to tell.
Oh. You sure?
I'm sure.
Do you know what those chains are?
No. Besides, They feel wrong.
Ah. Tugs on sleeve. Mhm. Ah.
I was telling Nihilus earlier that they don't make sense to me. They're malevolent, but kind.
How can it be both?
I don't know. But it's the feeling I get from them.
Do you think those chains corrupt or something like that? Maybe.
I have no idea. Don't know where they come from.
She starts getting pale, like. Vision. Okay, I definitely need to go to sleep today by myself.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come find you when the sun's up.
Yeah, okay.
As Sakura will head off.
She's gonna put her sleeve up again, like, oh no, this is what's gonna make it start.
As you panic, looking at your arms again. You will eventually go to sleep.
No, I don't think so. She's gonna try and stay up. She's like, ah. She's gonna try and like she no longer has spell slots to like roll poison and stuff like that. She can't really do lesser restoration on it.
If you are going to try to not rest tonight, we're going to need a con roll.
Yep.
And you will also not be getting these spell slots back. But let's see. Are you able to stay awake?
That didn't even roll. What the fuck? It just flew up.
With an 11. It will be hard. You will be taking exhaustion.
Okay.
But the moment you start drifting off, the sun starts coming up.
Oh, okay. Did it. Gets up. Starts packing.
As for everybody else, Nihilus, you spend a nice night in a bed with your thoughts alone.
Yep.
Kijo, do you spend the night with Juliet? And, Trin, I think we know exactly how you're going to wake up.
Catnip sticks to clothes, man. They are just doing the cat rubbing, and just yeah, cat. Cat's high as fuck.
As Kijo, you will share the bottle with Juliet, the both of you drinking into the night. Eventually, when it starts getting time to sleep, Juliet will insist on staying, but she volunteers to sleep in the chair while you sleep in the bed. Of course not. We're not so unwholesome here like some other people sleeping together.
I didn't say I was fucking him. What the hell? It's still too soon.
But no, you'll spend the night. Juliet will stay in the room. She'll doze off in the chair, as she has done many a time before.
She's gonna have back problems as she gets older.
You're just gonna let her fucking sleep on a chair? That's gonna hurt her back tomorrow. Good job.
Listen, I did it plenty and my back's fucked. Wait,
Yes.
Exactly. Thank you for proving my fucking point.
I
Wait.
did that. I remember one day when we were hanging out, Jake, and I had to stay the night. And I looked into your guest room and it was covered in porcelain dolls. And I'm like, I'm sleeping in this fucking chair.
Yes.
Worst sleep of my night, but I stayed away from that fucking room.
Technically, that wasn't the guest room. That was my mom's room. She just doesn't use it anymore because she always sleeps on the fucking couch.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, I'd also just sleep on the couch for the rest of my life. My room looked like that.
Listen, she's the one who put him in there.
And that's her first mistake.
I cannot
They are-
fall asleep upright. I don't know how people fucking do that shit.
Effort.
I can do it like if there's a table in front of me, like I hunch over the table and just put my head on it.
I can't.
Effort.
Even then, I can't truly fall asleep. There's always a part of me that's like somewhat awake.
I may have fallen asleep on my laptop at some point. So
Oh my god.
Listen, it's effort, and the alternative would keep me up at night. I wouldn't sleep either way. Anywho. Just sleep on the floor.
You'll sleep on the floor, as Juliet will eventually go to sleep. You two probably end up staying pretty up late, like Mimi does, because she's trying not to fall asleep because she wants to keep you company, and you're trying to stay awake for when she falls asleep to be able to swap places with her. So you guys probably stay up pretty late into the night, as Juliet will talk your ear off about magical nonsense, probably while after you would like calm down from the crying session.
roll initiative, see who falls asleep first.
Yeah. As dawn will come. Mimi, you're definitely the first awake, given you didn't fall asleep.
Yay!
Where are you heading? You know that most
she's
people were
heading to
staying
the
at
cart.
the Oh, you're gonna
She
head to
said
the
she was
cart?
gonna go. Yeah, she said she would go to the cart.
As you make your way to the cart, Boko is at the front of it asleep. Hammer is laying next to her, snoring loudly. Sakura is nowhere in sight. If you look in the back of the cart, you will find Sakura.
Mm-hmm. Well, she'll go in. She'll go get the cauldron and make like a nice. Can she make something like coffee?
As you'll use some of your on-hand ingredients. As you start brewing that, everybody else, starting with Trin, you start waking up.
BRB time.
Oh.
You the BRB.
Sorry, you said that really fast. That made I heard gibberish. BRB tummy. All right, Nihilus, you're the first to wake up.
Yeah. He just slowly gets up and out of bed.
As you're at least not feeling as pained as yesterday, having still a lot to think on. You know you and the others will need to figure out where to go next. Especially if your intent is to divert from your original course.
If I remember right, we planned to meet a sphere up here.
Ideally.
Yeah. Who knows how long that's going to take now? Who knows how long anything's going to take? One Shiva, if Eli's the capital. Just a big mess.
As you'll start collecting yourself, probably head down, wait for the others. Or do you have any plans?
No, he's still just now that all this excitement is over, he's just in his own head space.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna mindlessly walk towards the downstairs and just wait. Just lost in thought.
As you get pulled up to a table, people offer you a little bit of like food. They offer you some butter and bread.
You gracious, he'll happily accept it. Thank you for it.
As Kijo, you start waking up. You manage to beat Juliet to the waking world this time, despite everybody else. As you wake up before her, as she seems to be in the bed. As you take some time to stare at the ceiling. Bill, give a roll while you take the time to stare. Nope. As you take that extra time, you see Juliet very comfortable in the bed as you sit up. Drooling slightly onto the pillow as her arm is like half hanging off the bed. She seems to have a very content expression on her face. As for you, well, sleeping on the floor is not a comfortable thing, but you've certainly trained yourself in it. You at least had the luxury of one of the extra pillows. As you offer her, a faint smile, seeing her completely at peace. As you pick up the bottle, there's barely anything left in it. Maybe a few drops you can squeeze out if you really wanted to. As you finish it off, from the bed eventually you'll hear, "Oh, good morning." Oh, God, wait. How did I get here? I did not have that much to drink. I only had the one bottle. As she, like, picks herself up immediately, brushes herself off. Morning, Kijo. You, sleep well? As Juliet looks around the room for a moment, like, just trying to take stock of things, like, how did I get over here? Wait a second. There's gotta be something for it. As eventually her eyes fall on the pillow. Wait, you sleep on the floor? Come on, Kijo. Enough bed. Oh. Let's go find the others, I guess. At least I don't have a hangover today. As, hold on, let me just... She'll reach up to the crown, she'll fiddle with it very slightly. There you go. Like nothing ever happened. Now, come on. Let's go, glorious winner of the races. I don't know, I was trying to be clever. But, she'll offer a hand. As you pat her on the head, she pouts in response. She'll go with you. As you guys head down, you'll be able to find Nihilus. Do you want to go join him for breakfast, or are you gonna keep going? You can opt to do your morning routine and head off for now. If you do, Juliet will opt to hang out with Nihilus. As you'll go off to do your morning routine. As Trin,
A lot.
now that you have returned from the destruction that is your stomach,
I had lamb and fries.
I'm so sorry. Was it worth it?
Yes,
Good. So long as it's worth it.
it came out really good.
That sounds delicious. As Trin, you start waking up, your eyes coming into focus as I'm going to assume you wake up like half on top of Kato, like you were using him as your pillow that night.
Pretty much.
The faint scent of catnip still lingering on the two of you, as he is very much asleep.
I'm gonna say the lingering doesn't get her high, but
No,
there
no,
is
it's
just
just-
like there is the residual chill from everything. So it's just like there's that like half awake like and then just like snuggle, and then just like opens eyes. Wait.
Yeah,
And then just like
you lean in, you take like a breath. It's like, ah, what a nice fragrance. The smell of catnip is so nice, even when it's not getting you high. But then you start coming back to reality.
it was just like, wait, cat. So there's just like that like little like realization equations over their face as they try to like think back to everything that happened, and their face is just getting redder and redder as they remember like everything that happened because they were high. High doesn't mean so. It's just like slowly gets up.
Yeah, because you're not a full-on cat. It has those effects, but they're not
Yeah.
as extreme. You remember what happened pretty clearly.
Yeah, so it's just like looks at Kato who's still asleep. Blink. Blink. Morning.
Oh, God. Oh, I can't feel my arm. Oh, I think you were sleeping on my arm. Good morning. As he wakes up, you right over him. You look lovely today.
We went straight to the inn after the hot spring, right?
Yeah, it was a little hard carrying you while you were so squirmy, but we got here.
No, we went from the hot springs right to the tavern. We didn't go anywhere else, did we?
No, yeah, we went on top of the cliff and watched the sunset.
There's that look at him as he says that. There's just like little sweat beads. So that wasn't his trick?
No, I'm really sorry. I had no idea it was catnip or that catnip did that to you. As he has a like a bit of like an amused expression on his face, like you know when you're holding back a laugh.
I didn't know either.
It was very cute. Not that you aren't cute all the time. I mean, it was just explicitly very cute.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna slowly starts like sliding out of bed, just like, well, and we just watched the sunset, and I didn't do anything rash or anything, right?
I didn't think it was rash. Myself.
Yeah, you did. And they say this as they're like slowly sliding off the bed, like when a cat slides off the bed, just like, yeah.
Just letting it happen. I've been thinking, Trin, next time we're in a proper city, somewhere with stuff going on, how did Juliet say put it? I think it would be really nice if we go out to dinner together and maybe do some other things like a date.
They went from sliding to just completely falling off.
As you stumble off at his quick succession of words.
What?
Just enjoy what a city has to offer together. Together.
Like, Deto.
That is what Juliet said to call it, yes.
Juliet said that, didn't she?
No, I'm saying this.
Is that what you've been doing with Juliet?
Well, you see, we were doing important research. As he looks away awkwardly. You contemplate what important research could possibly mean besides exactly what you're thinking.
What kind of research, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, just some geographical research, looking around, reading up, learning about some nice places in, cities to go with people you'll, like to spend time with. For just 2 people, though.
Even though they're like on the ground, they're just like their ears slump.
Are you... I feel like I ask this question a lot, Kato. Are you sure that that's what you want with me?
I would like to figure it out with you, but I'm more sure than ever, yes. I would like to do some things with you. Together, if you want to.
It's not that I don't want to. I'm just, remembering everything I did last night.
I don't think you did anything too crazy. I don't think I did anything too crazy either.
I guess we're even.
I guess so, yeah. And I mean, if we're even, then there's no reason not to go, right?
I guess not. I mean, it's not like we have a true destination anyway.
Yeah, we need to go figure that out with everyone.
We do. We need to figure that out.
They just kind of like fix themselves up and just like, and they just kind of look up at him from like the edge of the bed.
Yes, he'll straighten himself up. He starts getting out of the bed, standing up next to you.
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? I was just,
I have no ideas whatsoever. I've got nothing going on up here, right? As he taps the side of his head. It's something we can do together next time we're somewhere nice, right? Like last night, just nicer. And better planned. I had no idea that place was like that. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
As he'll offer you a hand.
She just kind of like looks at that hand. And instead she's just gonna hug him.
Oh, hold on, I can't hug you back while I'm standing. As he'll wiggle awkwardly to get down to your level and hug you back.
It's kind of ironic. You said your head's been getting clearer. Now I feel like mine is all muddled up.
Well, you helped me sort out mine. Least I can do is return the favor, right?
Right.
We'll
It's,
get everything figured out together.
I keep thinking about what you said. That I'm very important to you.
The most important.
Yeah, that most important. The most important part of all that. It's confusing. But you are very important to me too.
As he's quiet for a little bit. I'm really happy to hear that. Honestly. Feel like I could sing if I knew how to.
Either way, I just thought that if you were going to be transparent about things like that I should return the favor. Is all. And make sure that we are completely even. As well as reward you for saving me. But I shan't be doing something like that again.
I don't
I'm not.
need any rewards for saving you. Just having you around is enough.
Just like looks up at him. Like they're
Yeah. I'm really happy that you are there for me.
And I won't be going anywhere ever, unless, well, you want me to, but I hope you don't.
There's like a slight squeeze. And there's like the teeniest bit of like misty in their eyes. It's like,
I'm really happy to hear that. Truly. Kato.
As they'll put a hand on your head, give you a gentle head pat. I think this is a good place to stop it for the night, as eventually you guys will head downstairs, morning routines will be done, breakfasts will be had, and you guys will be deciding where you're going next.
E.
Kato Kacha's like, we should go to Date Spototopia up to the south.
It's good to
I
visit
heard that it's
them.
great for their date spots.
I heard that it's a great place that all of the couples go.
We're a couple of people.
Hmm?
By the gods, you are 1,000 years old, aren't you?
What up, my fellow youngins?
But yeah, looking over at the map, I'll ask you guys to all consider it over the week. Where you're going to be heading next? If you're going to keep to the plan and visit Shiva up here. Hammer mentioned a little dungeon all the way up here. You could go visit Nihilus' house. You could say fuck it and go try and just kill the Emperor now. Or sorry, Prince Mateus. Or if you guys have anywhere else in mind.
We're just like that one Evangelion blooper reel. We're just like, where the fuck do I go?
It's.
It's not something we need the answer to right now. We'll
Yeah,
take
no,
some time to
definitely.
talk about it over the week.
Yeah.
Lynn's made an executive decision apparently.
Yeah, man.
Just
She is
fucking
Fucking as fear.
walk across the Empire and leave.
Where
Let's
the-
leave.
Where the fuck does that lead?
To a nice little town in the middle of nowhere on the side of the continent nobody fucking knows.
I see.
And
That's
listen, Kijo was just having feelings and Juliet was worried. As Lynn herself said, only wholesome things happened there. Oh yeah, also this guy's still unconscious in the infirmary if you guys intend to leave him here or not.
Yeah, I don't know. That's that seems like a Kijo thing. Considering.
Probably not going to just leave him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Family. We can't leave family behind.
Oh.
Ohana.
God damn
But
it.
Kicho doesn't know what the fuck she's going to do about that.
Exactly. But you'll be able to find out next time. It'll be great. I look forward to it.
Yeah. Be a hell of a time.
Hmm.
And we'll wrap up for the night as it's been a while since I rated them. They are called, let me get them out properly, because they changed their username recently.
Oh.
Their whole thing is called End of the World Radio. He is singer. And they're playing some Stonehearth right now. Not Hearthstone. Stonehearth. It's entirely different. I actually
know
think
that
it's like a
game.
village builder.
It is. It's an adorable little village builder. I've not heard a lot about it. It kind of fell off my radar for a while.
Yeah, same. Like, I remember it. It just vanished from my mental capacity.
There's so many little village colony builder sims out there, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of them are really good. Just like there's
Yeah.
only so much money, and I only get so so much energy to play the same genre, with minor exceptions for genre.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you all for hanging out. We'll see you on Tuesday for League. I hope to see you all there. It'll be a fantastic time. They might die there too. So let's find out
Kijo
together.
kind of wants to just peace out and pretend it never happened, but she also knows that's not acceptable on any level.
Kijo, half tempted to peace out, half tempted to face responsibility. But yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Take care.